to turn on this YouTube stream on. YouTube, how it works. There was no time to check it. Where is this turn on button? Live. Am I live? How it works. There was no time to check it. I think I'm live. Alright. I have a Twitch and a YouTube screen, a second monitor, so I can see what's going on. Discord here, please. Yeah. Okay, Christopher is here. Leicha is here. Okay, you're live. I'm live. Okay. Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Adrian from Hypnotic Ants, and I'm going to show you some things. Let's say some things, information, some forms, answers regarding of Hypnotic Ants main game, which is of course Medic Pacific War. Let me turn on the light. Alright. Oh, it's so bright. So as you can see, my main idea of this stream was and is still to go through like answers of these forms survey and answer some of them, some of your questions, you know, and to make you feel like you know what's going on with the project, if it's in progress still, and if there are some issues or not with the medic. That happened mostly because, as you may know, there was a huge silence last year, or even more, I think, even more than 1 year, and because mainly because we couldn't talk about what's going on, those kind of paper stuff, law stuff, and other contracts with some companies. I don't want to talk about it, so the most important is that now we can talk about what's going on. We can talk about the game. We can make the game better, make the game alive, which is really important for us, Hypnotic Ants. Like I said, it's still a main project we want to publish and develop and publish. So I think that's it, basically. If there are, like, no, I just want to make to the stream to be kind of, you know, interact. I want to be interact with you. So if there are some questions, you know, you want to ask about something, just to say, I'm here with you, I'm here for you. I think this stream will be still on the YouTube after that stream, so it should be live for everyone after this hour or even more. We'll see. Well, I have a time, so it's not a big deal. It's late here. Anyway, it's no problem. And some of these things are in Polish, but the most important questions are English, so I think it will be enough to understand what it's about. There was a first question, like, let me check something. Yeah. Before I will go with questions, there was 113 answers, which is really great for us, and it's really motivating us, even if for someone it's not that huge a big amount of community answers or questions. It's really means something for us. So I think it's enough to have this discussion. What's going on? What I can say that I can declare that before the main release the game, which will happen not soon. This is an important thing. It's not happening this year for sure. We could go this way. We could finish the game, like fix few things and just to make it this game released this year. But we don't want to do it, and we feel that the game and the whole idea of making a game about the showing totally different side of war is important. So we don't want to make this game in the quality we don't like play as a player. So there's many things to be done better. There are things which are great, but even after the survey we know that we should go forward, move forward, add many things to this game, at least things which matters, and to make it even more I would say later more world, because it also kind of changed a bit, maybe just really a bit, but there are some ideas we want to add into the game. Before that survey we wasn't sure, that we are not sure. Well, the main problem of the game is that it's something new, and there's no clear precedence and other case that okay we could go with the idea medic and just to show that medical stuff in the game, not shooting people, not killing people. It's something new, and it's kind of exciting for us, but it's also really hard. It's hard to make this game like deserve to be. So this was this is the main kind of achievement we want to achieve, like things we want to achieve with the game. In this stream I'm not going to talk about our plans, like strict plans, because I want to do it next stream. That there's so many information I want to share with you, but let's make it step by step, not everything at the same time. And also I will not talk about strict gameplay changes, and because even if most of them, the small changes, are clear to us, there are still few things we need to think about more. And these are huge things, but they are still there. I don't want to talk about them. What else? I think this is it. So let's move with the survey. Let me check if there are some. We will be able to shoot. I will talk about it in a few minutes, because there are separate questions about that shooting part, and like I don't want to do it once again. It's really complicated, also because of the gameplay, and I will talk about it a bit later. Okay, so the first question was, have you played the early work in progress version of Medic Pacific War? I'm really surprised that there was a not small amount of players in the server just who played the game, especially because it was really demo was really like few days. It was like maybe 2 years ago we released kind of the demo of the game, and during some demo Steam festival, but it was just a few days, and the rest of the players, I'm sure that there was our internal great community testers and Kickstarter backers. So how do you feel about the project in the current state? It also surprised us, like in a very positive way, because we know the game isn't finished, and I know that this 3,47 note is like mostly based on what you have seen on the YouTube, like there are some videos 1 year ago they made them, and I'm surprised, but I'm very positively surprised regarding these questions. What features are you most looking forward into the game? No, there's many answers, many questions from you guys. I want to go just through few of them because it's really all of them are really important to us. But to move forward, I want to talk about part of them. This biggest, let's say. Mm. Oh, maybe before, because it's about features. Before I will go through these answers. Let's talk about what the medic should be, what's supposed to be, and what was our main idea. The main idea was to, even if we are not against, like in the Republicans, against the games about shooting, kill people. We are not these guys, but we want to go totally different way because we believe that it's really important to show there's something more than just killing people in this war battlefield, areas and games. This is why we want to start. We just started with the idea. Next was some kind of evolution. When we checked other games, when there are support units, of course, there's many games with medics. I'm sure I can say that we are kind of inspired by movie Hacksaw Ridge, which isn't bad. It's because the movie is really great. So after the movie, after what we found out, we decided, all right, let's go with this game and let's move this project. Our own idea, our own project. But it's really, like I said, it's really hard to. It's not easy to do it because first of all, our team is really small, but the game idea isn't easy. Like I said a few minutes ago. From this developer perspective, the biggest not the issue, but challenge to us is to make this balance between realistic part of the games and more like this casual. There are some points in the survey that they are showing us you really like this idea to make this game more like a simulator game. We believe it should be this way, but we also need to think about biggest audience, and even if the game still will be kind of simulation of medic during the battlefield, we still need to think about some let's say simplicities in this game during the gameplay, like this whole procedures, medical stuff. They should be there, of course, they must be there, but somehow we need to make them also cool to play. So it should be like this. Like from our perspective, the biggest challenge is to make this game balanced. So we're still fighting with it, and it's not easy. Of course, there are other things that players' decisions should have some impact on the forward, like this what's going on, what should happen next, and it's also there, but it's not really easy. This this game is like kind of a thing we want to achieve. This is our main goal. We want to do it, but I just wanted to point that it's kind of complicated. This is why there was so many changes in this game. I think there are some players from our Discord, especially, or our Kickstarter, who've seen these changes. Sometimes we just change something, like there was a for example, let's say there was a self-medication mechanic in the game. We just moved that, like changed that after a few months or even years. We just changed that to be like more like this arcade stuff. But I think we should go backward a bit, and I will talk about later, because I think this game deserved more to be very cool, realistic simulator than arcade game about doing these mini games and taking care of this wounded people. Okay, so let's say there was a answer 7. Detailed and realistic animations, a fresh take on a war and action genre. What features you are looking for? Yes, we have a plan to improve all animations of the game. What do you think about it? Our existing animations are kind of outdated, and we will improve them. I think most of them. So what I can say that the game will be, these animations will be much better. Now this is also another thing that in last few days we moved with the game from Unreal Engine 4.26 to Unreal Engine 5, which means that we have much more features, much more mechanics we can use during the development to improve the whole gameplay. Do you have someone on your team who has some medical military experience? To be honest, not. Which is kind of the weird, but what we could do, like because we are just too kind of too young to be at war, especially second, of course. But everyone in the company has to read and watch like this kind of instructions, know what happened, what needs to be done during the war, what's going on with the medical treatments of the wounded, etc. So we did our best to do it. We had some consultation with medical, let's say medics, army medics, and so we kind of prepared to do it, but to be honest, in our team there is no medics yet. Which were other games that made before? Yes. When we had to kind of a bit freeze, make this game frozen, like the development. Yes, we made Ship Graveyard Simulator 2. Not the first one, but second one. To keep company alive and not lose our team mostly. So yeah, we had to make these decisions, which it wasn't easy to us, but we had to do it. But anyway, the game Ship Graveyard Simulator is really great. We like the game, and new things are coming. It's more to Ship Graveyard Simulator players info. What else? There's other questions. Answer. First person 9. Features to switch between third person view and first person view. There was a bug. There was a bug in the game during our development when you could go after medical treatment. You could go forward with this first person camera, and we really like that idea, and I think we will go with this feature soon. So I think we should go this way. No, in the medic there is kind of the mix, right? When you are doing medical stuff, you are in the first person camera. When you are just moving around, walking around, running, you can see the player from the back, but more because we wanted to show important things. That when you are on the battlefield, you want to look everywhere, but when you are doing medical stuff, you want to see much closer what's going on. And yes, we are thinking about bringing this back alive and make it as a feature. Yeah. So can you tell how many people are working on this game? I think the scope of the project. After 1 year or even more, let's say the team working on the medic never was huge. It was like 5, 6, 7 8 people involved into the project. So now when we are moving forward with the game, like kind of refreshing the game, and when we can do it, we are doing a bit slowly. So now there's 3 people, but in next few weeks we will make the team bigger. So we want to do it smart, like we want to refresh what's going on, see if see what should be done, do our main new list, and do it smart. The team never was huge. We believe that you don't need huge amount of people to make cool games. I know there are some limitations, but we can. I know we can do it. Tomek, yeah, I played it too. It was pretty cool. However, I noticed that some Steam reviews mentioned the developers credit. I really shame if studio made this call. It's not connected to the medic. Never was. It never will be. No, this is connected to another project. These developers, cool developers, are in the credits back, kind of the back. So I don't want to talk about it anymore. We did it. There was a kind of decision we had to make. It's really not easy to really explain that because it's a bit complicated. Let me just light is so bright. I cannot read text. Next question was answer the question. 10. The mechanics in regard of keeping storage alive with medical supplies. How environment the game. AR. Yeah. There was. This is that sentence. When I first played, there was a car that exploded in Pearl Harbor, leading into the airfield. They made it so you would only be able to save one soldier while other lived. This really put a perspective on the things. Yeah, I remember that. To be honest, I'm not sure because not sure why we removed that feature. We are considering to putting this scene back. Yes, we are doing it. It's on our list right now. There are some things on our list we want to move back into the game based on also and especially based on the survey, because now we are sure that these things should be there. And when we a bit changed like this more than 1 year ago, when we changed our direction more to casual, now we know it wasn't the best idea, so we want to bring this feature back, these elements mechanics on the maps. Okay, another answer. Let me see. 13. More advanced medical treatments and emergency surgical procedures. Yes, and we will improve that mechanic. This loop, we believe this loop should be more not that complicated, but more things should happen in there. So we will improve that small loop with this let's say mini games, right? So there will be more level of wounds, even if basically there are still like there's bleeding level, bleeding wound, but we will improve then add some more levels to, for example, bleeding wound. So we will improve it. 23. I'm reading my notes because there was so many things need to be remembered. And different treatments, first aid options, more cooperative AI, for example, other soldiers, medic that can help carry or even give a treatment. Feels weird being only man on the side. Yes, and it's true. It's a bit weird when you feel alone as a medic alone. I remember we did added some other, let's say, medics into the game. They are doing their jobs, but they are not interactive, and it's kind of on our list, but I'm not sure we will add this idea to help carry, because carrying is complicated, and other thing is that we want to really much improve that carrying stuff, this loop of carrying wounded, but sharing medical stuff with other medics, it's also on our list. Another game modes and editor. Yeah. Game modes or mission editor for gaming community. You know, we want to. I'd love to add this feature, but it's really complicated. We will see. You know, it's like everything depends on basically it depends on our community and our budgets and our time, because we cannot working on this game like 2, 3, 5, 6 years. We need to deliver the game, and after that we could think, all right, so if the game now there's audience is big enough and the game kind of made some money, it's not a big deal to us to do it, but we need to deliver the game first. I think most of our community does love to see the game instead of waiting 1 year more just for, or not just, but for editor, which we could add further. It would be nice to rescue people who have suffered various injuries. Yes, yeah, actually in the game there's several type of injuries. There are cutting, kind of like cut legs and much more. So I think there's 7 or 6 type of wounds at this moment. Like each leg could be cutted. You need to take care of this cutted leg. Each arm, there's a head wound, stomach, I think. There's few of them. And we also add some more levels to each of wounds in the future to make it more realistic. For example, why there was a question like why really huge scratch couldn't be more dangerous than really small bleeding, right? So we want to add some levels to scratches, to bleeding, and so on. It should happen. 27. After each chapter, there should be a pause for the statement. There was a window, like there was a screen for it, but we just didn't have time to fully implement this feature. And there was like, how many people you treat, so this more like a statistic. And so we should be able to easy to move this feature back. Now keep in mind that the game you have seen on the YouTube is like 1 or more, 1.5 almost year old at least. So a few things changed, and also for our the info to our Kickstarter backers and other community players, closed beta players, there are some things into the game which aren't published yet, even for you guys, because they are still in progress. So it's happening. Development is there. Let me see if there are some. Okay. Other questions. 31. Interesting and unforgettable story. I hope our story is interesting and unforgettable. We will see. And the story is there. I think it's really interesting. There are some really cool ends into the game. There are really cool dilemmas to make decisions to move forward, and based on decision something happening. So I think it's it's there. You will see. Anonymous, you will see. 29, 32. Detailed in-game encyclopedia features. Kind of the wiki, I think. Wikipedia or something. We will see. Like it could be there, but it's not on our main no features list to do at this moment. Night mission and stealth mode mission. Actually, there are some night missions in the game, and there is also stealth mission. So I hope it will satisfy you. And of course we will improve it, but it is there. So they are not just like in this Pearl Harbor level, just mission on the or battlefield missions. You need to take care of people. There are some different gameplay mechanics in the next chapters to the game. That's for demo. Yeah, we are going to publish demo, and we need to figure out a few things, but it will be. I cannot say it will happen in a few days, but or weeks even, because we want to improve and change a few things in the game. But yes, there will be a demo. Another question. 35. There should be a different type of starting mechanic with different skill and the ability to choose from at the start of the game or unlock new medic character after the gameplay. It's not easy, mostly because of the balance. It's like from players' perspective, it's really cool to just start with different kind of players, especially when our in the game during the gameplay you can at some points like to be faster, and better as a medic. There is some tree in the game, but it's kind of a bit complicated. We will see if we could add it. 36. A feature for medic to check with another medic if he can exchange his medical supplies with him if he ran into him into the battlefield. If he gives the supply for free, then other medic may replace his. Yes, and I really like that idea. I think we should at least try to add this feature into the game. In this low version, we can add it as there are some kind of the medics, let's say decorations medic in the battlefield, so you can just ask them for some supplies, and also it could add as some more like this dilemma stuff, so you can take something, ask someone for medical supplies, but if you do it, this guy just couldn't do his job if he decided to do it, and I agree. 39. Yeah, of course. Everyone want to game with in the co-op mode multiplayer. Not in this budget, not in this time. We will see in the future maybe, but it's really complicated. Like the co-op multiplayer game is just a totally different game than single player. Everything should be made totally different ways. So we are not have planned to add this multiplayer mode. We can imagine that. I can feel it could be really cool, but it's really complicated to add this feature. 40. The voice acting needs to be. Yeah, we know that. Actually, at this moment, there's a second voiceover like level, like this in the game. When we changed our main character to be younger, but these voiceovers, it's really bad. So yeah, we will improve them. Loud explosion sounds usually interrupt pause conversation. Yes, I just to watch some more movies to get the feeling how soldiers speak under this. Yes, we know these voiceovers need to be changed. So it will happen. 45. I'm not asking, answering, sorry, all of this question because it takes so long. So I just want to move with this, let's say, most interesting to us. 45. The back and the forth conversation between medics and casualties. Actually, there are some talks between our medic and wounded soldiers. We just added this feature like at the last like 1 year ago, maybe more than 1.5. And there are some random talks between our medic and wounded. They're just changing during the gameplay, so we can feel that one of the men is asking for help, other guy is asking you to move forward, another is talking about his family, friends, etc. So there is kind of the conversation between our guy and medic and wounded soldier. We will improve it, but it is there. 46. The most interesting thing is that in the game you don't kill people but save them. Yeah, it is the most interesting, but it is really most complicated part of the gameplay. Let's say like this. I do believe that it could go this way. 70. There's 73. Story and choices, who to heal. It could change the story a bit. Side objectives. Yeah, there are some choices you need to make in this game. For example, in the first chapter in the Pearl Harbor map, you need to really fast make decision. You just want to take care of your friend, one friend, or make other 3 guys alive. And based on this decision, other progress of the gameplay will be changed. So it is there. And the last from this part, our stream, 89. When medic carrying wounded soldier, different soldier weight should be considered together with medic movement speed. Yes, it's actually in development. That loop when player is carrying other soldiers will be changed. We will make it more competitive, this part, because at this moment it's just running, so it deserves to be more there should be more gameplay in this part, especially when you are doing it many times. So and one soldiers could be heavier than others, and based on that you should be able to run faster, shorter, etc. So it will be for those. Okay, we are just finished that features you are most looking for, and now we can move to another answer. What feature do you think we should improve if you play the game? And based on this list, we changed our focus when working the game now, because now we can see that you like something more than other things. So we need to a bit recognize our goals, but I'm sure it's worth it. Six. Option to turn off the chances to save person display for players who want more risk. Yeah, and this also is a bit connected with other points from this list. To add this more immersive, feeling, we will add this feature to turn off some statistics, and the same could happen with these markers showing the player where these planes will shoot, so you can just make it more realistic, and it's not that it shouldn't be a big deal to add this option, as of course as option, like it should be, you know, it could be easy to turn about, should be easy to turn it off and on in the option, right? The players' movements were good but could be improved. Yeah, like I said few minutes ago, we are going to improve all animations in the game. All procedures, you know, walking, running, will be more up to today's time than was 1-2 years ago. We have a really cool animator in the team, so he knows how to do it. Also, was when I played, there was a good but janky movements. Equipping, selecting, yeah, and retrieving medical supplies could be made easier, user friendly. We are adding this option to change medical stuff using your keyboard and mouse to make it faster, because from some of us it will be much easier to just use your keyboard and mouse and select, you know, this bandage or something. Then loosen up the timer, feels way too unforgiving. Yeah, this is a balance issue. It's a typical thing to be improved really fast, but this part of the gameplay, I say balance, will be improved during the whole development. So at the end you will see the best balance we could do and we want to do. 12. The voice acting and some animations I like above, like soldier running around. I also enjoyed the button to put the backpack on the ground to check how many supplies. Yeah, this is also part where we are considering to bring back. I mean, this idea to make the game more realistic, a bit more, you know, not that complicated, but more enjoyable for people who likes that, you know, simulation stuff. And we will see if we will move this back. I like that idea, and we will see. It's a really good point that it showed us that there are many of you who like that realistic idea of the game, you know, this kind of game especially. It's really cool to see these kind of, you know, ideas and answers in this document. 19. Too few info on the protagonist. Slowly review your life and the protagonist for gamer to identify with the protagonist, otherwise it will be just a random medic. Yes, even at this moment we are working on extending this first part of the game to show more who the player is. It's happening. 35. I haven't played the game, but from latest video, I think that all should improve getting shit in the game. I mean that you need to heal yourself first before healing others, or just to make it more realistic. Like I've said few seconds ago, we are thinking about bringing back some features to make the game more realistic. So it's the same. Voice back, NPC optimization, better AI. Okay. Another field. What feature do you think we should remove? It was really important for us. There's this kind of question from the game, if you play the game or see some YouTube videos. So what we should remove? Second one. I saw the situation where the plane ran over its allies to get to the air if you don't save them in time. I think it would be better if the plane only took off after they were safe. it would still provide some pressure, but it wouldn't make the teammates at risk. Mm, yeah, this is the part. This is the first part of the airfield on the Pearl Harbor map, and yes, this part will be changed a bit, especially now when we are moving more to this realistic idea. So it's not a big deal to do it, and we are going to change this part. Yeah, 11. No, what just no. But I think there should be an option to hide the UI of many supplies are left, or re-implement the button to check the backpack. Like I said before, I like that idea, and it should be really not a problem to just add this feature to hide the UI, and or at least part of the UI, and we are thinking about re-implement this button to check your backpack. 16. I want to be able to remove warning on my hat. Yeah, the same. As you can see, there are some really cool ideas to make the game even a bit, harder and at the same time more enjoyable for players who like to have this simulation game. Then we talk. Okay, next one. So there are some another thing from the list. Which of the following game genres should the medic head towards? You can select more. We were kind of aware of that question because it's kind of, now we know that there's huge amount of players who love this simulation, so we know we need to improve that part of the gameplay. Of course, still we need to touch that action idea, but simulation is the most important to us. Survival, not only, but 26 people love this survival idea. Simulation first, 39%. And would like to, this is a very cool question. Would you like shooting elements to be included in a medical game? Most of you, but not huge amount of you, like the proportion are almost like 50-50, love to have these shooting elements in the game. And based on that questions, I like to see why. So if so, what role should shooting mechanics play in the medical game? Should it be the main element of the gameplay or rather an addition? There's 81 answers, and I will go through some of them. Oh, maybe I will, I think I need to go back a bit to this question. That idea to make the game not about shooting but about taking care of people wasn't easy, especially like I said, when we know that there's not so many games going this way. Now we believe that if we put player more into this support around quests and tasks during the gameplay, he could even not think about killing people. It's really hard, but we can see that it's really possible, and even with the game with the state which we have right now, there's not really so many places when you have to use guns, because you need to do your job. And I think like I answered with, on the Discord, there was a kind of tough decision when if we allow players to use the gun. So to be realistic, why they couldn't use the guns laying around? And it will be just weird when you can use only your gun, but there are many huge guns around you, and you just cannot grab them and do your job. So this is why I had to make decision that okay, maybe not there's no like a big huge sentence that you cannot shoot in the game, but also we want to put as many medical goals and things need to be done in the game to kind of take the time to player and not make him not to even think about killing people. Next was what was next to of course, but there are some ideas like there's even one moment in the gameplay when player is it's taken straight from the movie, um, that the player is kind of grabbing another wounded soldier, but he's using his gun to kill people, so it was kind of in the tunnel, and so we add that feature. I think it's taken straight from the Hacksaw Ridge movie or something. I think it's Hacksaw Ridge. So there are some elements, but we are not putting the gun into the hands of our medic. We want him to more be a medic than a killer, which is kind of not easy. Okay, let's move back to this point 8. Most of these answers are they are showing us that if we allow player to use the gun, it should be addition. This is why we still want to stick. This is also why we still want to stick to this idea that we will be focused more on making the gameplay around taking care of the wounded than make this but then that putting the idea into the head of the players that you should use the gun, because first of all, player shouldn't be very close to this to enemy, and when player is medic in this case is doing his job like in the back, like as a support 100%, he will not touch be very very close to this first line of the battle, and this is what we want to achieve, that you are on the back, not the front of the battlefield, more like a third and fourth line than the first line of the battlefield. So this is why we still want to stick with that idea. What type of content would you like to see in the future update? Before I will just maybe I'll not go to this list because there's many crazy things here, but like I said, in the next stream I'm sure I'm going to show you some our mechanic decision, what we are going to do, what's our plan, and if not talk about dates, but we could talk about things need to be done and how close we are to deliver demo, or at least kind of the playable part of the game we could show to bigger audience. It's there, and I think we have a very cool idea, but let's wait like few weeks, days or weeks. Also this clear roadmap, it will be there, so we are going to show you what's in our head to more share what we want to do next. So it's going on like this. How has delay affected your anticipation to the game? I've seen your answers, like that was like I forgot about the project, I felt like it was abandoned. I truly understand that, and it was kind of clear to me, but what's the great thing was when I read all these answers and questions. Uh, I see that we have really cool community, even if it's not really huge, but it's really cool. And even after what happened in the game, like it was the 1 year of let's say more 1 year of silent basically. You are still there. I've seen many talks in the Discord about medical stuff and other things. It was really hard to me that I couldn't understand answer so many questions, like why the game isn't there, what's going on, why you cannot talk about the game, is the game alive, development team, etc. company. It was really hard to us, and really it's like I just couldn't answer all these questions, so it's a bit complicated part. So all I can say, I'm really sorry but I couldn't share more info with you. And this is why we had to move with other projects, like this Shipwrecker Simulator second, so to still be alive and be able to finish one day this project. I like to name it more like a project than a game, because the game for me sounds like this more like an entertainment thing, but I believe that the game could change something, and if we are able to put some good things into the minds of the players, we should do it. And let's move to another point. How can we improve our communication with you regarding future updates? So yes, we are going to be open and honest with you. If there are some issues and we can talk about it, we'll do it. Now, we've been like this before, but we couldn't answer just some questions. And yes, we are going to give you more updates and more streams maybe in the futures. Even in future, even if we're on the stream, I will just show how I'm doing my job. Like for example, here I'm just working the game and use some assets, and that's like this, right? So I have a plan to make streams when I'm just doing my job, and other teammates also, just to show that we are doing something right crazy, and I hope you will like it. What about another things that which way of communicating informations about the game do you prefer? So it's clear to us that the Steam game page and Discord plus some YouTube videos and devlogs is our main goal. So we are going more in these free platforms to share some info with you. This 13 point was it's really this is a really crazy part of this the survey, mostly because in most of surveys there's a open question, like what do you want to say to us. It's really hard sometimes to players, but here when I'm reading this this really good word, like I see that people, our community and future players really like the idea, I'm trying to find some cool things. I'm kind of really surprised that there's so many cool ideas. Like for example here, like there's really many great things into this survey. I hope that the game become masterpiece. You know, it's like from us, it really means something, and I hope we one day we deliver the game players deserve to get, you know, and we will see. I'm just sure that but it really take a time, and it take a time to make it. But you know, when I'm reading these sentences, I'm believing even more that we are go good way, and this is the proper way to make this game, and we still need to be focused on the things which are really important into the game, and like I said, not to turn to this casual things more than just a simulation, because this game could be something more than just the project is something more than the game, I think. This answer, there are so many answers crazy here. I just don't want to, you know, take your time and just to read all of them, but they are really cool. There's the one thing that if there's we are really small company, and if there is something you guys could help us with this marketing part, if there are some YouTubers, streamers, really let's stay in touch, because if there is something we can share with you, and maybe some, you know, some Steam keys or something, let's be in the with the contact, right? So no, I think that's all. We've been through all this survey, really crazy. It's really crazy, and it's really great to read what you are feeling and what you're thinking about the game. I think in our next stream I will more talk about some changes, what we want to put into the game first, and what's in our head when we are thinking about the demo and some early playable version of the game. We are still not sure if the game should be in early access, Steam early access, mostly because what the game is, there's a story, but we have some ideas to put some more replayability into the game. So I hope it could change some, you know, some feeling, and add some more gameplay and cool ideas into the game. So if there is no okay, let me read something. If nice to rescue, will be possible to watch this stream later? Yes, yeah, YouTube. I think YouTube. So the stream will be on the YouTube as a video, cause I have to go. Yeah, sure. And YouTube has the worst quality. I'm not sure about Twitch, but YouTube for sure. Okay, I think this is it. It's been like more than 1 hour, so I think it was a plan, 1 hour for stream. I'm sure there will be more streams in the future, some more notes, and that's it. Have a great time, and if you have some questions, we are on Discord, and we are really trying to answering your questions. So if there's something we need to talk about, you can ask us privately or on the Discord channel. Have a great time, and see you later.